Greetings, 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 royal family. Today is Tuesday, February 4th, 2020. Happy Black History Month, y'all. So, welcome to another episode of the Morning Boogie with me, Royal B. Greetings, greetings, greetings. So, I will wait until you guys come in. Make sure upon your entrance, you are hitting the thumbs up button. You're liking the video. Share the video. If you know someone that would be interested in my commentary, because we try to have a good time here in the morning show, right? Share with your friends. Don't be shy. You can share my content. And also make sure you drop in a good morning or greetings in the comment section. If you're watching the replay, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. So what we got on the list today, we have Miss NICKI Minaj, known as NICKI Minaj. She has a new song coming out. And we also are going to be talking about YOAQUIN Phoenix. So that is on the list of topics today. If you're just joining the chat, greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There wasn't much of a description to give, so if you read the description section, not much in the description, but the title says it all. So let's start off with Mr. YOAQUIN Phoenix, and then we will move right on in to talking about Miss NICKI Minaj. She has a song coming out. It has not been released yet, but she did release a snippet of the song, and it's got social media going crazy. And the song is not even out yet, but she's already receiving backlash. It's crazy. It's just crazy. All right, so let's start off with YOAQUIN Phoenix, then we'll move on to NICKI Minaj and whatever else I can think of. So YOAQUIN Phoenix, right? He recently gave an acceptance speech, and in his acceptance speech, he calls out Hollywood for systemic racism, and he complains that Hollywood is just too white. And he also admitted that he is a part of the problem. This was the award. He won a lead actor award for his role in the movie Joker. Great movie. I did a review on it months back. Check it out. Let me know what you think. But I did really love that movie. Great, great, great movie. And this was at the BAFTA, British Academy Film Awards. So at this point, after listening to his speech, if he doesn't win an Oscar, which he deserves, okay, he definitely deserves to win an Oscar. But if he does not, I wouldn't be surprised. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Academy didn't give him an Oscar award, only because, they might be afraid that he may call them out too. So let me see if I can pull up the actual speech. All right. I'm trying to do this screen share thing, and it was so funny because I just want you to see the room. Hold on. Okay, so I have to do screen share, right? Let's see. Screen share. If you're just joining the chat, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the morning show. If you're watching the replay, thanks for clicking on the video. All right, let me see if I can pull this up. There it is. I think this is it. Hey, you guys see that? Let me see if I can make this small. All right, here we go. So this was. Okay. So this was his speech. Hopefully I won't get dinged for this video because I'm playing commentary. So let me know if you can hear it. I'll just touch on some of the words that he said in the speech. Hopefully this will play. So let's see.
A handout or a preferential treatment, although that's what we give ourselves every year. People just want to be.
Can you guys hear it? So that was Joaquin Phoenix. I'm hoping that you guys heard that. Let me take it off. Let me end this. I'm hoping that you guys heard that. Let me know if you were able to hear the speech. I was trying to listen on my headphones from my cell phone, and I don't know if it came through. But Joaquin Phoenix, he recently accepted an award from the British Actors Film Academy. And while he was accepting his award, he got his award for lead actor. Um, and this was for the movie The Joker. So if you guys didn't hear the video, I'll just go over what he said because I don't know if it was playing. So I can't hear any playback. So hopefully. So he went to the stage. He got on the stage. Um, he says that, he's very appreciative. He says that, I feel very honored and privileged to be here tonight. And BAFTA has always been very supportive of my career, and I am deeply appreciative. But I have to say that I also feel conflicted because so many of my fellow actors that are deserving don't have the same privilege. The BAFTAs, this film, British Academy Film Awards, they get criticized just like the Academy, the Oscars, and the Emmys. They get criticized for their lack of diversity. So Joaquin Phoenix decided to speak up on this, and during his acceptance speech, he was very vocal. He was visibly nervous. He seemed very like on edge saying this, and there was a uncomfortable silence. In the audience. I mean, people were applauding, yeah, because it just seemed like the right thing to do, right? But you can tell by some of the faces of the individuals in the audience, they were looking like, what is he talking about? So he goes on to say in his speech, I think that we send a very clear message to people of color that you are not welcome here. I think that is the message that we are sending to people that have contributed so much to our medium and our industry and in ways that we benefit from. He goes on to say, I don't think anybody wants a handout or preferential treatment, although that is what we give ourselves every year. I think that people just want to be acknowledged and appreciated and respected for their work. He goes on to acknowledge his own shortcomings. This is what he said. He said, this is not a self-righteous condemnation. I have not done everything in my power to ensure that the sets that I work on are inclusive. But I think it's more than just having sets that are multicultural. I think that we have to really do the hard work to truly understand systemic racism. I think that it is the obligation of the people that have created and perpetuate and benefit from a system of oppression to be the one to dismantle it. So that's on us. And then the man walks off. First of all, when I saw this yesterday, mind blown. Because first, okay, let me back up. Like I said before, the Joker movie was a great movie. When I heard that Joaquin Phoenix was going to be playing the Joker, I already knew that he was going to nail it. I am a fan of his late brother, River Phoenix. I'm a movie buff too. I'm also a fan of Joaquin Phoenix. And like I said, when I first heard that he was going to be playing Joker, I said, watch, he's going to nail it. You watch. And he did, in my opinion. I thought the movie was great. So deservedly so, he is receiving all of these accolades, right? Great. And for him to not only point out the lack of diversity, everybody has pointed this out. Everyone has made speeches. Diddy just recently accepted an Icon Award at Clive Davis's Grammy party, and he called out the Grammys for their lack of diversity, demanding them to fix it in a year. Meanwhile, Mace is still trying to buy back his publishing. But anyway, this is not the topic today. So Joaquin Phoenix basically not only pointing out that there is lack of inclusivity as it pertains to in film, and movies. He also says that he is not trying to be self-righteous or preachy in his speech because he himself has not done his very best, or he has not done all that he is capable of doing to make sure that the sets that he works on are diverse. Okay? And he also acknowledged that he is part of the problem. So not only was he pointing out an issue, but he also took accountability and admitted his part in the problem. And then this last part, of the speech, it's just like he says, I think that it is the obligation of the people that have created and perpetuate and benefit from a system of oppression to be the one to dismantle it. So that's on us. He knows that he is a white man benefiting from systemic racism. He knows that. And that's basically what he is saying. And let me tell you something. People can say whatever they want to say. They can say, oh, now all of a sudden because everybody has criticisms. But I respect this man, not only because I like him as an actor and have for several years, and I did like his brother River Phoenix, may he rest in peace. This needs to be done. So I'm not giving him so much praise for doing this at this, award show, because, a lot of people have called out systemic oppression. A lot of people have called out, discrimination. A lot of people have done it on major platforms. But the fact that he ended his speech, that's real talk what he said. The people who have created, perpetuated, and benefited from this system of oppression, they have to be the ones to dismantle it. And that starts with us. What a way to end the speech. And I respect him for that. He looked extremely nervous. I did try to play the video. Any of you that are in the chat, if you were unable to hear it, my apologies. Still getting acclimated to this StreamYard setup. But I did read the speech verbatim. And I respect Joaquin for that. I do. I respect him for that. And, it is unfortunate that if he were a white woman, he wouldn't necessarily kind of quote unquote get away with that. If he were a black woman or a black man, it would be a problem. But even if he was a white woman, there would be some sort of backlash for that white woman. They would try to shut her up. And I think he knows that too. Listen, we live in a misogynistic culture. Right? So I think that he knows, him being a white male that has benefited from systemic oppression, he acknowledged that. And he knows, look, listen, we screwed up. We have to be the one to dismantle it. He admits, I haven't done everything in my power to make sure that the sets that I work on are multicultural. But him acknowledging that, admitting that he knows that he has benefited, people that look like him have benefited from systemic oppression. Come on. You got to give that man his props for that. I respect that he acknowledged it. He didn't just point the finger. He talked about how it benefited him as well. And that's what you don't see a lot of. You can see a lot of white males, white females pointing like this needs to change, this needs to change. They can point out this needs to change, this needs to change, but they themselves very seldom, not that it's not never that it never happened, but very seldom do you see someone on a very conservative public platform like this accepting this prestigious award, quote unquote prestigious, depends on who you ask, right? Basically admitting, look, I benefited from this. And it's like it's almost as if he knows better, so he is making these steps to do better. And I have to say that I totally respect it. For those of you who are just joining the chat, good morning, welcome, welcome. Make sure you drop a comment if you're not too shy. Let me know you're in here. Hit me with a greetings, hit me with a good morning. If not, it's okay. Thanks for joining anyway. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Thank you. So we're discussing Joaquin Phoenix and his acceptance speech recently at the British Actors Film Award. He won the award for lead actor in the movie The Joker, and he deserves the award. Now, let's wait and see if he will be receiving the Oscar award. If he doesn't, remember this conversation, remember this day, remember this speech, because we will know why. The Oscars are probably afraid that they're going to get called out, but the Oscars have been called out. They've been called out by numerous people, but I don't know if they've been called out by a white man. I'm not sure. I didn't do my homework about that. So, and there was who was it? Director Lulu Wang. She's a director of Farewell. I guess that's a movie. I never heard of it. And she tweeted, "An uncomfortable silence filled the hall for a long, noticeable moment. Thank you, Joaquin." Yep. So, and Prince William. Okay, so Prince William, he actually also spoke out on the lack of diversity and inclusion in the award show while he was addressing the crowd at the British Actors Film Awards. So, I mean, it's good to see. It's totally good to see. And there's a picture here of Prince William and Joaquin Phoenix talking. Yeah, I respect that. I totally respect that, man. And I want to see what actions Joaquin Phoenix is going to take. What is he going to do going forward? He admitted his errors. Albeit they may not be intentional, and that's fine. They may even be intentional, but the fact that he acknowledged that he himself, like I said, has benefited from this system of oppression. I wonder if he even gets hired for a lot more jobs. They may blackball him for this, but he knew what he was saying, and I feel he didn't open up like a piece of paper and had a speech written down. He was nervous. And I don't know if it was necessarily that he was nervous because of what he was saying, or if that's just his personality. How some people, like, even though they're actors and they're celebrities, they can come across as shy. So maybe that's just his personality. Yeah, he seemed a little bit more relaxed when he was on some of those late night talk shows doing press for the Joker movie. He seemed to still be having fun with the character Arthur Fleck. So maybe it was a little bit of like nerve, and he was excited that he received this award. He was very appreciative, but like he said, he called it out. So I respect it. Some people are not impressed, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to have their own feelings and opinions, but I most certainly respect it. I do. I have to say that I respect him speaking up, and I respect him taking responsibility for his part, whether it is intentional or unintentional. Regardless, he still benefits from this system of oppression, this systematic oppression. So, and he's a white man in this country. Like I said, if a white woman said the same thing, it might not have been received very well. Most certainly, if a black man or a black woman said the same thing. They've been saying this for years. And yeah, I wonder, I wonder. And it just makes me think of the Tyler Perry speech that he gave when he said that he was tired of knocking on people's doors and trying to get a seat at other people's table. So he basically built his own table. So yeah, so shout out to Joaquin Phoenix. I respect it. I respect anyone that can take responsibility, that can speak up, and that can be genuine. And it seemed like he was extremely authentic. I mean, he is an actor, right? He is an actor. So this could all be flim flam. But I respect it. I respected that on such a large platform, and Prince William as well, because Prince William did call out this British Actors Film Academy for the same thing that Joaquin Phoenix called him out for, and he did it respectfully. He wasn't attacking or anything like that. So I guess maybe his voice will be heard. All right. So if you're watching the replay, make sure that you drop down in the comments. Let me know if you were able to hear the audio that I was playing back, and two, what do you think? If you heard about this story, what do you think about Joaquin Phoenix's acceptance speech? And did you see the Joker movie? If so, what do you think about the Joker movie? I think it was good. It was just a psychological cluster blank, which is right up my alley. Okay, so it was pretty good. All right, let's move on to Miss Nicki Minaj. So she got a new song out. Well, it's not released yet. Her song has not been released. It's called Yikes, and I just found that extremely hysterical because that is one of my favorite words. I use that in my everyday vernacular. Yikes. I always hashtag when I'm posting on any social media. So I was like, yikes, what could this be about? Nicki is very animated. She's a character. So yeah. So let's see. Let me just type this. See, I'm getting acclimated, y'all, with this StreamYard thing. Pinning comments and whatnot. So we are on the topic. Did I spell that right? Lord. Yes, I did. Okay. So we're on the topic of Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj set social media, specifically Twitter, because I've been on Twitter a lot lately. I like Twitter. I remember years ago I wouldn't even use Twitter. So I'm not really on Facebook, not really on Instagram much anymore, but Twitter, it's where it's at. So anyway, she set Twitter on fire when she posted a video of her in the studio with her husband rocking out to her new song. Yikes. That's the name of the song. I like the name. I do. One of my favorite words, yikes. Because it's just so animated, Anyway. So the song, like I said, the song is not out yet, but she did tease her fans with some parts of the song. Now, it didn't take long for people to find something wrong. I said, okay, it's a bop. Now, I want to go on record as saying that I am not whatever name it is that these artists have for their following, for their fans. I'm none of that. I like who I like what I like what I like. That's it. It doesn't matter if you are this person or that person, unless I just completely don't like you as an artist. Because as it pertains to hip hop, I am a hip hop junkie, and I did say that in a previous live. So anyway, the snippet of the song has not even been out. I don't even think it's been 24 hours. I could be wrong. And she is getting a lot of backlash already. She is getting backlash. I think it has been out for 24 hours. So she's getting a lot of backlash. So, okay, these are the lyrics, the words from the song, the particular lyric or line that is causing some people to be offended. All right. So the line goes, all you bees, Rosa Parks, get your A up. Trust me, I did not do it justice because I refuse to cuss on here. Okay. So I just want to know, is this offensive or not? So she basically has her little wordplay. It's a play on words. She's saying that all you bees are Rosa Parks. Then her with her animated personality. Get your A up. Get up. Rosa Parks. Montgomery bus boycott. Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat. Was arrested. Started the boycott. The Montgomery bus boycott, which basically spearheaded the civil rights movement. Follow me? Good. Now, people are saying that this is offensive. I don't know if you guys know who Tariq Nasheed is. He is one of the. He's I don't know if you would call him a hotep. I don't think so, but he is a black male who is very vocal as it pertains to the state of black people and the betterment of black people. He and Dr. Umar recently got into a feud like 2 years ago or something like that, and it was just the funniest, most tragic thing ever. And he's also behind Hidden Colors, the documentary. Put it in the chat if you're watching the replay or in the comments. Anyway, so he tweeted that Nicki Minaj should be ashamed of herself and this is disrespectful. And some other, she has a large following, so a lot of people were just excited about the fact that they're getting new music from, or a sneak peek of some new music from Nicki Minaj, because she's kind of been quiet for the past like several months. Remember, Nicki Minaj did say that she was going to be retiring. Well, guess not, So is that offensive? The line that she said about Rosa Parks, again, or the reference that she made to Rosa Parks. This wasn't even about Rosa Parks. She said, all you bees, Rosa Parks. Get your A up. Offensive or not offensive? We live in a climate now where everybody wants to fight. Everybody wants to fight. So here's the thing, right? I said to myself, man, Nicki Minaj, she really, as it pertains to like the industry, she really sometimes can't catch a break. I mean, she has amassed a huge amount of success, right? There are some songs that I do like, some songs that I don't. You know what I mean? But as far as her personally, I don't know Nicki Minaj personally. Some of the things that I've seen her say to people, I'm not a fan of. But I guess me being her being an artist, I guess I'm only here to judge the music, I guess. And I try to keep it at that. I really do. I don't want to see her fighting with anybody. I don't want to see her like going off and getting, I don't like it. I really don't like it. But then again, if that's what she chooses to do, then that's what she chooses to do. Maybe she feels like she has to be on guard all the time because she is attacked from all sides and she's a public figure. Yes, she chose to get in this game, but still everybody has the right to defend themselves how they choose. So I just would rather see Nicki chilling. She's a married woman, enjoy your married life, girl. Give us some music and some fashions, because she definitely gives us fashions. And I definitely respect her for her hard work. I don't get caught up into pitting her against this person or pitting her against that person. I don't get caught up in that. If that's what the young kids want to do, that's totally fine. That's your choice. But I don't get caught up in that. I respect her grind. Numbers don't lie. The woman has amassed and earned success, and she basically clawed her way to the top and is still at the top. So as far as people getting offended, I can't tell anybody to get offended, to not get offended. I don't think it was offensive. What I do think, in honor of Black History Month, this is so befitting. People should actually be, and happy birthday to Rosa Parks, by the way. Today is her birthday. I don't know why when I saw that before I started the live, for some reason I started laughing. I don't know. Like I said, I'm goofy. I laugh at just about anything. And it's just like, oh my gosh, today's Rosa Parks' birthday. Nicki is trending for so-called disrespecting Rosa Parks. And people are just having fun with it. Some people are taking it very, very seriously. So what I think is people should actually be more offended that Rosa Parks was actually used, in my opinion, to spearhead the Montgomery bus boycott, because she was lighter skinned. I'm just saying. This is my opinion. You don't have to agree. That's perfectly fine. You can disagree as long as you do it respectfully. Now, a little bit of Black history for you, ladies and gentlemen out there. Claudette Colvin. Do you know who that is? Most of you probably do, because you guys are smart. A lot of my royal family members, you guys are royal intellects. Claudette Colvin, she was actually arrested when she was 15 for refusing to give up her seat to a white woman on the bus. Okay, so she was said to be, I mean, she was 15, she was young. She was said to be, quote unquote, too militant. So what they decided to do is they decided to use Rosa Parks to kind of recreate the same incident, therefore starting the Montgomery bus boycott. Because, you know, Rosa Parks, she was arrested for refusing to move to the back of the bus, giving up her seat to a white woman. And this was the law back in these times, you know. If you were African American and if you were black and you rode the bus and there was a white passenger that came on, you had to give up your seat or move to the back of the bus. Well, Rosa Parks refused to move to the back of the bus. However, months prior, it was actually Claudette Colvin, young 15-year-old spitfire, little rebel rouser, you know, rebel with a cause. She was actually on the bus and refused to give up her seat. So again, she was considered too militant. So again, they decided to use Rosa Parks to recreate the same incident. Boom, boom, boom. A Montgomery bus boycott followed by the civil rights movement. So in other words, in my opinion, when they say that she's too militant, she was, that's equivalent to calling someone aggressive or calling a woman aggressive. You know, I feel, in my opinion, Claudette was too dark, okay, to lead this cause, you know, because don't think that colorism just started with Shawnee and Evelyn and them on Basketball Wives. Oh no. don't you think. All right. And Rosa Parks, phenotypically, what does she look like? She was much lighter, she was older, you know, and the masses would basically be much more receptive maybe to a light, bright, damn near white woman, as opposed to a militant, aka aggressive, aka dark skinned 15-year-old, you know, because they love to use that word militant or aggressive, you know, to describe us ebony complected queens. You know what I mean? Like I said, like I just mentioned on Basketball Wives, you see what they did to OG? OG was aggressive. Every episode they used the word aggressive like 4 or 5 times. Why was she aggressive? Because she was sure of herself. She wasn't scared of you. So, you know, like I said, young Claudette Colvin was considered too militant. Like I said, another word for aggressive. You know, pardon the reference of Basketball Wives in the midst of this Black history lesson, but I'm just trying to make a point. So another reason why that was my opinion, you know, as far as her being too quote unquote militant and yada yada. But it was actually said that Claudette was pregnant by a married man and she was unwed at the time. And that's why Dr. King and the NAACP, they chose not to use her to lead the boycott. Now, please keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that Dr. King's wife, Miss Coretta Scott King, was a lighter complected woman. Now, don't get mad. I'm just making a point. And we know, who is it at the NAACP? Is it Julian Bond? Is that who deals with a lot of the NAACP founders were the same hue as Rosa Parks. You get what I'm saying? Now, this concludes this concludes this segment of the little Black history lesson. Now, that I brought all of that up to say, if you're just joining the chat or if you're watching the replay, I brought all of that up to say everybody is offended by Nicki Minaj, you know, using her little wordplay and her little wit as she does in her lyrics by mentioning Rosa Parks. They're using that now to attack Nicki and saying that she should be ashamed of herself and stuff like that. But nobody is ashamed at the fact that little Claudette Colvin was pushed to the side. I mean, she eventually went to the Supreme Courts and assisted behind the scenes with changing the laws as it pertains to the Montgomery bus company and so on and so forth. But they keep that hidden. Who do you hear about? Rosa Parks. You very seldom hear about Claudette Colvin, and she was the one that had to well, Rosa Parks did too, but that was staged. Claudette Colvin was the one that actually had to endure, you know, all of this. It was her story. But because she didn't fit a narrative, or she didn't have a certain look. And yes, it could have been because she was 15, pregnant by a married man and unwed. But why the married man that impregnated her, he didn't know he was married? And what are you doing? I don't know if she was 15. That's alleged that she was 15 when she was pregnant. That's what they report, but I don't know if that was true. So why wasn't the man who was married called out? Mm-hmm. They done push that little girl to the side. Everybody is not, no one, I don't see anyone mad about that. I didn't see that in any of the feeds. I don't see anyone upset about that. But you're upset about Nicki for mentioning Rosa Parks. And was it mentioned in a negative way? If you feel that way, then I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that you're wrong. But here it is, back to Nicki. All right, back to Nicki, because I'm going down a whole different road. Now, I don't find it offensive. That's just me. And again, the word yikes, that's part of my everyday vernacular, so I love it. This song is not for children. I don't really think, I don't really think much of Nicki's songs are for children. Not a lot of them, I don't think, are for children. But I think it's for a more mature audience, who likes a Nicki bop every once in a while. So let me know if you guys heard the song. I think she used the little snippet that I did hear, because she did not release the entire song. So let me not say if you guys heard the song. If you guys heard the snippet, again, the name of the song is Yikes by Nicki Minaj. So if you did hear a snippet, it's all over Twitter. So you can just type in Yikes. You don't even have to type in Nicki Minaj. Just type in Yikes and you'll see it come up. So, I think she used great wordplay. Which she's been known to do. That's why I liked her when she first came out, even up to now. Like, I think that lyrically, she is a great lyricist. I think that she's very creative as far visual, like, her visuals, she's an artist. Like, she is an artist. She's very, very creative. She's very hands-on as it pertains to her work. She's not getting bulldozed and used and abused, thank God, by these men in the industry. It doesn't appear that way. I don't think that anyone will try her, because she is very outspoken and vocal. Yes, she is hard, and sometimes she can come across as too hard and attack. But it's got to be tough being a woman in the industry, in the field of rap. Many women have talked about their experience, some good, some not so good. And she has been in the game for 10 years, and she's remained relevant throughout all 10 years. Even when she has not been putting out music, she is she can be considered like a pop icon, I guess, right? Or a rap icon or whatever. She has a large, dedicated fan base. So, it is what it is. As far as her music is concerned, there are some songs that I like, some songs that I don't like, some visuals that I like, some visuals that I don't like. But it doesn't take away from the fact that she is a creative. Her wordplay is bananas to me. Like, I really like listening to her lyrics, and from what I heard, I hope the rest of the song is just as good as the little piece that I heard. Like, I want Nicki to spit bars. Like, that's what I want. The fashions, I love the fashions, don't get me wrong. But I want to hear Nicki. I want to hear old Nicki. Old hungry Nicki with bars, having a little fun, talking a little bit of trash on the track. And I don't think her intention is to be destructive. Like, people can just take things far. But again, if you are offended by that, or if anyone is offended by her lyric, I can't say you're wrong. I didn't find it offensive. So again, me being a rap connoisseur or a hip hop connoisseur, like I said, this is the Nicki that I want to hear. I don't know when she's going to be releasing the entire song, but she has social media on fire. I would like to hear the rest of the song just to make like a better assessment. But from what I heard, I like it. I like it for what it is. Like, what it's supposed to be. A song, from Nicki Minaj, full of witty punchlines and rhymes, and also a well-produced beat. The beat I like. So whoever, I don't know who produced that beat, but from what I heard, the beat sounds good. And to me, it's nothing more, nothing less. That's just my opinion. So comment below. Let me know what you think about her song. I mean, people are offended by the Rosa Parks reference. I tell you, the women in hip hop, man, they just can't seem to catch a break. But again, who am I to tell someone they can't be offended? If you want to be offended, maybe you have every right to be offended. That's totally fine. That is totally fine. So I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys will get an opportunity to hear the snippet. If so, come here, listen to it, come back and comment and let me know, because I do want to discuss. And please, if you're gonna comment in the chat, no, we're not pitting Nicki against anybody. I don't subscribe to that, because the last time, or the first time, yeah, the first, is that the first time? The first time that two rappers were pit against each other, both of them ended up dead. And I'm talking about Biggie and Tupac. And I hated that. I hated it. I hated it. Yes, I was young, but I had an understanding of manipulation and all that other stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I'm being overly dramatic. I don't care. But I personally, I don't like that. I just don't like, oh, this one versus this one. Yes, friendly competition is a part of the game, a part of the rap game, a part of the hip hop game. But nowadays, it's no longer just quote unquote friendly competition. It always has to go to another level. And then you have fans from different camps who support different artists that really just be going just going crazy, for lack of a better word, not to call anyone crazy, to be dismissive, but it goes a little too far, in my opinion. And you can be strong in your spot and have an opinion, but when you are arguing and then wanting to get violent, that's when you have to wonder. That's when you kind of have to check yourself, like, am I okay? Are you okay? Mm-mm. I don't dig all of that. There's enough destruction in the black community already. We don't need any more. But let me not even go there. I don't want to do too much. So, Royal Family, this was I did pretty good on timing. So we touched on Joaquin Phoenix. Shout out to him if you have not seen or heard his acceptance speech for the British Actors Film Academy. I think that's what it's called. Check it out. Just Google it. Also, Nicki Minaj just teased us with a little snippet of her song entitled "Yikes." The song is not out yet. She does not have a date. To my knowledge, last I checked, she did not give a date when the song was going to be released. For those of you who joined the live chat, thank you, thank you, thank you. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Drop a comment. If you're watching the replay, thank you. Appreciate your support. Do the same. Hit the like button. Drop a comment. You don't have to agree with anything that I said today. But guess what? You can do. You can disagree respectfully. I know you can. So exercise that. I know you can disagree respectfully. No profanity in the chat. It is not necessary. I know sometimes profanity gives such an impact. It gives like an extra oomph, a punch in your conversation. But please, if you got love for the royal family and for me, Royal B, please don't. Just don't. Yeah, so that's about it. Did you guys watch Love and Hip Hop yesterday? I did. I watched it last night. So I am getting ready to, I think those videos will be up. I don't know what time. Just make sure your notifications are on. They're already locked and loaded and ready. But as far as what time I'm going to be releasing them or publishing them, I am not sure. So make sure your notifications are on. If you have not done so already, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you click the notification bell and make sure you select all, so that way you don't miss any of my uploads. We would love to have you a part of our beautiful royal family. All right, royal family. Hey, you see, there's such a delay. Rashonda Gathers, come on down. Greetings, sis. Greetings. This thing looks so small. I need new eyeballs, y'all. Like, my glasses. Thank you for tuning in Thank you, greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I just seen that actually come in. Did you see ads when you first clicked on the video? I'm trying to sort this thing out. Let me know, Gathers, if you when you first clicked on the video, did you see an ad or did it go straight into my video? I will wait and see. No ads. Okay, good. Aren't you? What time is it? I hope you just I hope you're not in motion right now, ma'am. Nicole! Hey! Let me find out, Nicole, you was in the bushes the whole time. Oh, you did see an ad? Yeah, okay. Because when I edit the video, before, like when I schedule the videos, I don't know. Like it's weird. Like I have to do a whole bunch of background stuff and all that other stuff. Anyway, I'll try to sort that out. Like I said, it's only been a week. Give me a break, guys. All right. So I'm signing off. This was good today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my little Black History segment. I'm gonna try to do this for the rest of the month. If I happy birthday to Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks, if you're listening, you know, Nikki didn't mean no harm. Don't listen to these folks on social media, okay? So, Royal Family, again, make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Make sure you share the video. I greatly appreciate it. Be on the lookout for my Love and Hip Hop New York and Love and Hip Hop Miami video. What time I'm going to be releasing those, I don't know. So, I'll let it be a surprise. So, I will see you guys tomorrow, Lord willing. I had like a cup and a half of iced coffee before I came on. So I've been pumped. Okay, so let me go now. I love you for watching, Royal Family. Until next time. Peace.